I yield 3 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking this bull by the horns. Mr. Speaker, as I've heard some of the good old boys say, it is cold in here. Maybe we need to start cutting some hogs. So if you know what that means, you know what that means. Mr. Speaker, I rise to address this body on the issue of stock trading by members of Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, we are public servants and stewards of our community. Why does Congress think we are above the law? For years, members of Congress have gotten rich on the backs of hardworking Americans, when their taxpayer money. Members sit on committees and go to private briefings where they get privileged information from companies informing us on the stock if the stock price will skyrocket or plunge. We appropriate money to get different economic sectors that may benefit our own portfolios. And who gets the short end of the stick? Hardworking, red-blooded Americans. That is why I introduced the Congressional Stock Trading Act to level the playing field and restore public trust in Congress. Every time I go back to East Tennessee, I get asked by my constituents, Tim, why hasn't Congress done anything to stop this? My answer is simple. Congress says in my notes, Congress doesn't have the stomach, but the reality is we don't have the guts, Mr. Speaker, to sacrifice our own bottom line for the good of the country. I hope I'm surprised, and I hope that Congress takes action, but I doubt we will, seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, we are public servants. We serve the people that we represent. We aren't elected to come up to Washington and get rich. While our constituents at home, oftentimes they struggle to make ends meet. I'm here to serve the least amongst us and try my dadgum hardest to make the lives of East Tennesseans better, Mr. Speaker. I don't sell stocks. I have a mutual fund. I talked to my broker today, Tommy Seiler, and I'm proud to say that I have recovered from any losses, and I'm almost at $11,000 with my mutual fund. Mainly I trade baseball cards and comic books on eBay, and that's currently my portfolio. President Trump said if he passed the bill banning stock trading for members of Congress, he would sign it. Let's see if we have the guts to stand up and do what's right. When I was mayor of Knox County, there would things would come before me, and I would bring in my attorney, and I would bring my buddy Mike Jones, and I'd bring in my dear friend Colonel Julian, who's since passed, and Mike would tell me if it was legal or if it was illegal. He'd say, well, boss, it's legal. And I'd look at Colonel Julian, and Colonel Julian would tell me if it was ethical or not. Mr. Speaker, this may be ethical. This may be legal, but dadgum, it is surely not ethical. We know what's right. We need to do what's right. And thank you, Mr. Sponsor, and I yield the remainder of my time. It's been a pleasure working with you. You've been straight up, and I dig that. Thank you, brother.
Likewise. Thank you very much.